Today, it was a unanimous decision to deny Susan Smith's request for parole. She is the South Carolina woman who murdered her two sons 30 years ago.
During that hearing today, she pled her case after being in prison for 30 years. Her ex-husband, the father of the kids who were killed, asked the board to say absolutely not.
I didn't lie to get away with it. I really didn't. I was just scared. I didn't know how I could tell the people that loved them that they would never see them again.
It's only 15 years per child. Her own children.
Channel 9's Glenn Counts spent the day in Smith's hometown and heard from a number of people who agree with the decision.
Well, for the first time in more than 30 years, Union County heard from Susan Smith today. This is the courthouse where she was convicted of killing her kids. Even though she apologized, most folks around here aren't buying it.
And I would give anything if I could go back and change it. And I love Michael and Alice with all my heart.
Union County residents have seen Susan Smith cry before.
I can't believe you saw her throwing the kids and stuff in the lake.
If she was looking for a sympathetic audience, she didn't find it in her hometown. Tara Palmer grew up here and remembers the case well.
I'm glad she got denied. Yeah, she don't deserve to be out at all.
It bothers her that nationally Union is known for one thing, the Susan Smith case. Is it kind of a black mark in a way?
Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, very much. Yeah, that made our little town famous because of her doing that to those kids.
On October the 25th of 1994, Susan Smith drove to John D. Long Lake, released the parking brake to her red Mazda, and watched her car roll into the lake with her boys Michael and Alex inside. She then ran to a neighbor and said that an African-American man stole her car and kidnapped her kids at gunpoint, a lie that still rankles the black community.
It made me feel like Union County is still a racial county.
Gist was 25 at the time and remembers the tension the case produced. At the lake, there is a memorial for the two boys, and there are flowers and stuffed animals. Tony Archery and his family visit there quite often.
It's a horrible feeling, you know. You think of the kids. It's all right there every time you pull in there, you know. It's something nobody should ever do.
Well, Susan Smith will have another parole hearing in a couple of years, and most folks around here are hoping that the board's answer will be the same, a firm no. In Union, Glenn Counts, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Smith's attorney said the motive for killing the boys had nothing to do with the affair she was having. Her attorney said the suicide of her dad and mental health are why she did it. The men who prosecuted Smith say they debunked that, pointing to evidence.
Evidence like the note that was written to Susan Smith by her boyfriend, the man she was cheating on her husband with, who told her in the note that he could not be with her anymore because he didn't want children, and that they had no long-term future because he didn't want children.
The solicitor says when the jury sentenced Smith to life, they did not know that she would be eligible for parole. The state has since been changing those laws. Life in prison now means life. Smith will be up for parole every 2 years now. You can learn more about the case and a recap of the trial in our website and on our news app as well.